अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। पवित्रं चरितं यस्याः पवित्रं जीवनं तथा पवित्रता स्वरूपिण्यै तस्यै देव्यै नमो नमः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरे सच्चित् सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे सच्चित् सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। विवेकानंद केंद्र पश्चिम बंग वेस्ट बंगाल प्रांत का this beautiful celebration celebrating the Swami Vivekananda's talks in the Chicago Parliament of Religions in 1893. The journey of Swami Vivekananda from Calcutta to Chicago and back to Calcutta, beautifully it is said that when he was in Calcutta, he was Narendranath Datta. But when he returned back to Calcutta, he was Swami Vivekananda. The transformation which took place in him, the change which took place in him, the contribution of Swami Vivekananda to the world of religions. Swami Vivekananda का जो योगदान जो भारत के लिए है, that was unparalleled. What was the contribution of Swami Vivekananda? Swami Vivekananda का योगदान पूरा भारतीय आध्यात्मिक इतिहास के लिए, for entire spiritual history of the world it is. We all should remember the Chicago Parliament of Religions, the purpose, the goal, the main theme of the purpose of Chicago Parliament of Religions. It was organized for three important reasons. One is to present the Christianity as the religion of the world. Second, the Christian nations which are following the religion are the rich in the world. And the third one, for the salvation of the humanity, Christian religion is the religion. The message of three important messages, I shall repeat. The message, the theme of the purpose of the Parliament of Religions organized in the Chicago is, one is to present to the world for the salvation of the humanity. It is the religion of the Christ. The religion of the Christ is the best in the world. And the third is the Christian religions are the rich in the world. The religion, society and the nation. But Swami Vivekananda beautifully put it at the end. When the Parliament of Religions was over, entire theme was being changed actually. What was thought, what was to be the purpose, but when the Parliament of Religions was over, Swami Vivekananda says, the entire purpose was got defeated. Why? We should all remember that. It was a 130 years young man, Swami Vivekananda, who stood on the Parliament of Religions stage. Beautiful it was. And in 1863 to 1893, the world does not know who was he. When Swami Vivekananda left India, the shores of India, from the Bombay in the Ship Peninsula, nobody knew who was this young man. Nobody has expected what is to be going to be there. Sister Nivedita, who wrote the foreword to the complete works of Swami Vivekananda, writes in the beginning that when Swami Vivekananda completed his speech, the World Parliament of Religions, he says Hinduism was created. And see the Romarola, the French Nobel laureate, he writes beautifully. When Swami Vivekananda stood on the Parliament of Religions, prayed to the Mother Goddess of Saraswati, या कुंदेंद्र तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रावृता या वीणा वरदंड मंडितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना. When the prayer was over and when Swami Vivekananda opened his eyes and glanced at the audience of 7,500, Romarola writes, the West has opened its eye. He opened the eyes of the West, which fell at the feet of India. India was discovered at the time. What was Swami Vivekananda? See, before Swami Vivekananda stood on the World Parliament of Religions, what was the outlook? What was the view of the world towards India? Very important it is. How the world looked at India. How do they measured India? How do they understood India? What was India in the views of the Western society? It's unthinkable. It's really unthinkable. There was a parliament. There was a parliament delegation from the United Kingdom which visited India in 1830s. They travelled throughout India for 7 years under the leadership of Caleb Wright. He wrote a book, The Customs, Habits of the People of India. It's available, freely downloadable. If you read a book, about 300 pages book, if you read that book, how the Western people have looked at India. Indians were treated or known as uncivilized, uneducated, had no religion. The religion of the Hindu, the religion of the Indians is the religion of the animistic religion. They worship stones, they worship trees, they worship animals. Uneducated, uncivilized, have no religion. It is our duty to educate, to give religion, to civilize. Thousands and thousands of missionaries have to be sent to this land. One of the prime ministers of UK told about India that Indians are the crawling worms on this globe. That was the view of the world towards India. A demoralized, disgraceful nation. People have no self-confidence. We should all remember from this mindset of the people, when Swami Vivekananda travelled throughout India about 4.5 years and landed at Kanyakumari on 25th of December 1892, spent 3 days on that rock, meditating on the future, present and the past of India, Bhuta, Bhavishyat and Vartamana Bharat. And that national dimension when Swami Vivekananda meditated to find out the reason for the India's downfall. Why Indians are to be ruled by non-Indians? What is that we lost it? What is that we need it? क्या है जो चीज हम खो गया है? Why मेरा भारत? Why India has to be ruled? Why this mentality of the slavishness? A handful of men have ruled this country. Why? What is that is needed for this nation? This was the question of Swami Vivekananda. And the answer was beautiful. Once for all, Swami Vivekananda has discovered and defines it that Indians have, we lost our self-confidence, he says. Atma Vishwas ho gaya. The long traditional flow of Indian culture, the long traditional flow of Bharatiya Sanskriti, Bharatiya Samaj, Bharatiya nation, as a culture, as a society, the self-confidence has lost. Beautifully, Swami Vivekananda puts it, each nation has a destiny to fulfill, each nation has a message to deliver, each nation has a mission to accomplish. Each nation has a destiny to fulfill. Each nation has a message to deliver, and each nation has a mission to accomplish. It is our duty of our race. We should not forget Swami Vivekananda. It is a duty of our race to understand our destiny, our message, and our mission. What is this destiny of India? What is the destiny of the Indian people? What is the destiny of the people born in India? What is the message of India to be delivered to the harmony of the nations of the world? Swami Vivekananda puts it. And what is the message and mission? If, Swami Vivekananda again, wonderful, if there is any land on this earth that can lay claim to be the blessed Punya Bhumi, I repeat, if there is any land on this earth to claim to be the blessed Punya Bhumi, the land where souls on the earth have to come to account their karma, the land where souls wending their world towards Godward have to come to their lost home, the land where the humanity has attained its highest towards, Swami Vivekananda, the land where the humanity has attained its highest towards gentleness, generosity, purity, calmness, and above all, the land of introspection and spirituality. It is India, Swami Vivekananda calls it. The land of gentleness, the land of generosity, the land of purity and calmness, and above all, the land of introspection and spirituality. Swami Vivekananda's presence on the World Parliament of Religions is a change of the history of the nations. We should look at India. There were turning point in this. Once he completed that beautiful talk, Sisters and Brothers of America, 7,500 people stood up. They never heard. A land from somewhere far away from the oceans, crossing from the oceans. All of us know beautifully how he opened his talk. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of the monks, he said. He introduced it to the world. I belong to an order of the monks which is ancient order of the monks. His introduction to the world is, I am a sannyasin. And this order of the sannyasin to which I belong is the most ancient order of the monks in the world. And I am proud to belong to a religion which is the mother of religions. What a tremendous words he has used on the 11th of September. I am proud to belong to a religion which is the mother of all religions. There are many religions which are sitting in front, and all are claiming that their religion is the best in the world. And this young man from India stood on the platform and with pride and honor, respect and tremendous confidence says that all your religions to which you belong, they are all the children of my religion. I am proud to belong to my religion. Changed their entire outlook. They thought India is different. They thought Hinduism was different. It's not even a religion, an uncivilized religion. And another two beautiful sentences of Swami Vivekananda. I am proud to belong to a nation which has taught to the world not only tolerance but universal acceptance, he says. Sahishnuta, which was nowhere in any religion, nowhere in any country, nowhere in any civilization, which has accepted, which accepts all religions of mine. Entire humanity belongs to me. All societies are encomposed in me. I am ready to take all in my bosom, Swami Vivekananda puts it. Vasudhayaiva kutumbakam. In an Indian religion, Indian nation, Indian civilization, Bharatiya Samskriti, Bharatiya Rashtra, Bharatiya Dharma, Sanatana Hindu Dharma Samskriti, Swami Vivekananda calls it, which looks at the whole world as one family. One family. Anybody may be living anywhere. I am proud to belong to that nation which has taught to it. Never heard, none have heard this message. None had heard that there is a message like this. That there is a religion which accepts all religion as true. Swami Vivekananda puts it in the Chicago Parliament. We consider all religions as true. Mine alone is a good. All are bad. No. There is no religion. No speaker spoke like that. The religion and the nation and the culture of this India was represented to the world. in its true form. Sister Christine Greenstidle, one of the American disciples of Swami Vivekananda, she says, Swami Vivekananda has introduced what India truly to us. The presentation of Bharatiya Sanskriti, the spiritual tradition of India, that was presented to the world. And the world woke up. The bad ideas, the wrong notions, the way they looked at the Indian culture, Indian nation, Indians as low, weak, uncultured, uncivilized, poor, slaves. But this man has changed the outlook. The entire credit goes to him. And once Swami Vivekananda, Chicago Parliament of Religions was, it's not only on 11th of September. In entire 15 days of talk, he gave some few lectures. One of the wonderful, brilliant talks of Swami Vivekananda, apart from the 11th September, is the crying need of India is not the religion. Religion is not the crying need of India. India doesn't need any religion. We are sufficient. And our message is to soften, smoothen भारतीय सनातन हिंदू धर्म संस्कृति का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हुए 130 साल पहले ही स्वामी विवेकानंद ने जो शिकागो पार्लियामेंट ऑफ रिलीजन्स में भारतीय संस्कृति का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हुए he has presented that. So the religious side, all the religions which were there have noticed that this is the religion. The message of this religion is the underlying current of all the religions. The strength giving, the love, the harmony, the peace, the all-encompassing message of all the religions. And this is the religion. What a tremendous contribution. National side, he has presented to the world that my nation has taught to the world what is tolerance, what is universal acceptance, bigotry, sectarianism, and its fundamentalism, factionalism. And Swami Vivekananda says, the answer came from my nation, peace and harmony, tolerance and acceptance. The clash of civilizations, the clash of religions, the violence. And the message of Bharat, the message of Sanatana Dharma is the message of love and peace and harmony. And this message Swami Vivekananda presented on 11th of September surprised everybody. After the 11th of September, the Chicago Parliament of Religions was over. Papers have reported Swami Vivekananda. People do not know who is this man. We will be surprised to know. Some of the newspapers have presented him as cyclonic monk of India. He is standing like a cyclonic monk. Hindu monk of India, they said. Standing on the globe. A beautiful dress which Swami Vivekananda was wearing. A cyclonic monk of India. Hindu monk of India. And this is the message of Swami Vivekananda. Self-confidence, self-respect, and self-esteem. In Hindi we have the words Atma Gaurav, Atma Samman, and Atma Vishwas. Faith in yourself. Swami Vivekananda beautifully puts it. If you have faith in all the 330 million gods, and all the gods brought by the foreigners onto this land, and still if you have no faith in yourself, there is no salvation for you. Have faith in yourself. Stand on yourself. Be bold and be strong. Message of Swami Vivekananda turned the entire world to look at India it was. It started looking at the India for the panacea of the social problems. And another greatest message of Swami Vivekananda from his European travels is the entire developmental, The progress of the nation has to be on the religious dimension. Religion is the center, nerve center of India, he calls it beautifully. The nerve center is the religion. And that is where Swami Vivekananda presents to the world what is Indian culture. Two famous, two beautiful incidents, anecdotes Swami Vivekananda used to quote in the Parliament of Legends and in the entire Western world. One well-known, famous anecdote is a frog in the well. Everybody knows it. A small frog in a well. When a frog from the ocean landed there, questions it that there cannot be an ocean. There cannot be a bigger space than I am living. There cannot be. Because I am bound by my own space. I live in my small place. I live in my small mind. I live in my small house. I live in my small emotional dimension. I have my own mental space. There cannot be larger, bigger, and higher values than this. When the higher, larger frog from the ocean drops in, this frog in the well throws it out. Swamiji quotes this anecdote in the World Parliament and says that all of us here have been like the frog in the wells. Come out of your bondages. Another famous anecdote of Swami Vivekananda. Always he used to tell that beautifully. The lion and the sheep, all of us know. The lion gave a birth. And the baby lion was thrown, falling in the water. They are separated, the mother and the child separated. And somewhere the small baby lion was brought up by a family of a sheep. Shepherd brought it up. That small baby lion learned the language of the sheep, started living like the sheep, eating like the sheep. The lion, see, the baby lion forgot that it was a lion. Beautiful. What a wonderful anecdote. The baby lion forgot. There was nobody to teach the lion that you are a lion. There was no occasion for anybody to take a lamb. You are not lamb. You are not a sheep. Later when the lion came for the sheep, when come hunting, all the sheep was running. Swami Vivekananda, beautiful anecdote. When all the sheep were running, this baby lion in the sheep, which was thinking, which was filled with the idea of a sheep, was also running along with the sheep. The lion from the forest caught hold of that sheep. Said, hey, why are you running? Said, I am a sheep. No, you are not a sheep, you are a lion. Form was lion, but mind was a sheep. You should never forget this anecdote of Swami Vivekananda. Physically lion, mentally sheep. Physically lion, but has lost the self-awareness that I am a lion. Lion born as a lion, living like a sheep. Born as a lion, taught that you are a sheep. Born as a lion, brought up like a sheep. Vivekananda says beautifully, this lion from the forest caught hold of that sheep lion, took it up to a water body and showed it, look yourself down. Then the lion looked at itself. When one recognizes its own self, you discover your self-confidence in you. When you touch your deep spiritual strength in you, you understand what is the spiritual power within you. When you touch who you are, when we discover what we are, you know what is the strength of yourself. It is Swami Vivekananda, the real lion, made the Indians to discover that you are not sheep, you are lions. We, the lions of this Indian nation, have forgotten that we are the lions. We believe, we were taught, we are made to live, brought up like that. Education was like that, society was taught like this. Hey, you fools! But it is Vivekananda who instilled that confidence in the persons and said that we are not sheep, we are lions. And this is the contribution where Swami Vivekananda addressed the world, the message of India's another greatest thing, that the other religions believe that God and the human being, man and the God are the different. Man has to go and reach the God. But Swami Vivekananda from the Chicago Parliament of Religions, it is Swami Vivekananda who presented to the world that no, Hinduism, Indian religion, Hindu Dharma does never say that God and man are different. It is God is in the form of the man. Man is an expression of the God. Each soul is potentially divine. Each soul is potentially divine. This is what Swami Vivekananda puts it. Everyone is a speck of the divinity. This is a new thought, new revolution, new revelation to the entire West, that man is the God. The human being is the God. In English, there is a beautiful word. There is only one God. We all speak like that. There is only one God. But Hindu Dharma, Bharatiya Hindu Sanatana Dharma Samskriti, it will never say there is only one God. It always says there is only God. That not only one God, no, only God. Entire world is an expression of the God. Entire creation is an expression of the God. Our relationships, our transactions, our communications has to be based on this Godward godliness applications. Ekatmata, Atmiyata. Yes. I transact with the God. I live with the God. I talk to the God. Yes, that is what beautiful Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa did. For him, the world is a God. This is the message of Swami Vivekananda. When the God is in the form of the man, or man is the God, what is the next message? To serving the man is serving the God. See the beautiful or wonderful creative dimension of Swami Vivekananda. When man is the God, human being is the God, he is an expression of the God. God has expressed in the form of the human being. Serving man is serving the God. All of us know. Serve man, serve God. Service to humanity is service to divinity, he calls it. Transforming spiritual force into the service dimension. Transforming service, spiritual energy into the energy of service in the world. How wonderful it is. It's a new dimension of Swami Vivekananda. Spirituality is serving humanity, he calls it. Spirituality means serving humanity. Wonderful definition. And this is how, when you serve the human being, you are serving the God. When you serve the society, you serve the God. When you serve the nation, you serve the God. Spirituality is seeing God in humanity. Spirituality is loving the humanity. You don't love, don't serve man, but you go to a temple, Vivekananda puts it. It has no meaning. This dimension of service to humanity is service to the divinity. Entire world vision towards spirituality. Entire view of even the spiritual dimension of the Indians has changed there, transformed there. Service as a profession for the others, for Indians or for the religion of this land, service is not a profession. Service is a worship to the Lord, he called it. सेवा करना पूजा है यार, सेवा करना वृत्ति नहीं है, इट्स नॉट अ प्रोफेशन. सर्विस इज नॉट अ प्रोफेशन, सर्विस इज नॉट अ ड्यूटी even. Service is a worship to the Lord. It's a worship, it is a puja. And these are all the transformations Swami Vivekananda brought into the world. And Chicago World Parliament of Religions is a stage where Swami Vivekananda has presented these wonderful thoughts to the entire world. We should remember always Swami Vivekananda's beautiful letter written to Alasinga Perumal of Chennai, 20th of August 1892, few weeks before World Parliament of Religions. A wonderful paragraph it is. 100,000 men and women, fired with the zeal of holiness, fortified eternal faith in the Lord, now to encouraged by their sympathy for the poor and the fallen and the downtrodden, will go over the length and breadth of the land, preaching the gospel of salvation, the gospel of social rising up, the gospel of help. And that is our duty now. Let us come out of our small, limited thinking. Let us come out of our small, limited, bounden responsibilities and comforts from Vivekananda cities. And rise up, give up these things. Man making and nation building on the path of renunciation and service. Renunciation and service are the twin ideals of India. Intensify her in those channels, the rest will take care of itself. These are all the revolutionary ideas of Swami Vivekananda. Our duty is bound there. Let us give our time, our energy, our body, our mind, our will, our emotions for the service of the humanity, for the service of this land, for the service of this culture. We are born in this land, we are born in this culture. Let us be true children of our nation, true children of this culture, and true children of this beautiful land called as Bharat. And Bharat ki santan bane, aisa Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Sharda Devi, Swami Vivekananda, let them bless us, let them give us the strength to be the true children of this land. Thank you, one and all. Namaste.